Welcome once again to our weekday reflection. We're so grateful that you have joined us for these midweek pauses, a chance to stop and think about how the reality and hope of the resurrection plays out in your everyday life. This week and throughout this series on Easter People Raise Your Voices, we have been hearing from some members of our own congregation whose lives are informed by this good news of new life. We hope that you would also take some time to pause in the middle of your week, reflect on your journey of faith, your commitment and participation in this faith community, and ask yourself, what gives me new life? Where can I see God starting something new in me? So if you were to describe your faith journey in one word, what would it be?
Changing.
Can you tell us about a moment or a period in your life when you felt close to God?
I will have to say that I was a medical social worker. I worked long-term care, and that included sitting bedside with people who were dying. And there have been times when sitting there with a person who has, with them when they die or during that period, you see how the fragility of life and how, some people are they're very spiritual during that time, or they need somebody to support them during that period. So I think that's probably what was most impactful for me.
What does being part of the church community mean to you?
It's been important to have that kind of support group throughout different periods of my life, and so it has become family. There are some people that become your family when you spend a lot of time with them, so that's been most appreciated.
Share some of the hopes and dreams you have for this church going forward.
Oh gosh, of course, like most everybody, I'd like to see us grow as a congregation. I'd like to see some more kids. I'd like to see us have a bigger youth program, and we do so many good things in the community that I'd like to see that continue for St. Andrew.
And finally, what's your favorite hymn?
I have so many because I grew up in the Lutheran church, which was very very formal, and so I like the old hymns. "A mighty fortress is our God." Those, but I also my one set of my grandparents went to a tiny little country church that had lots of the old gospel. "I'll fly away on that first day in heaven," and so I go back and forth between those. So those are all grand old hymns for me.